Hey everyone, Amir here, and in today's video I want to provide some tips and talk about the March of the Goblins event and how to farm goblins. First off, the event altar is in Kiovashad. You want to go into town, and he's right over here. You want to get to tier 10 as soon as possible because, as it states, it says upgrade also slightly increases the chance for treasure goblins to drop treasure bags during the March of the Goblins. Also wanted to mention, when you're finished with the event, you can keep earning rep to have a repeatable goblin cache. I did root holds first. I did 9 runs total, around 2 to 3 minutes each. I was looting greater affix items and trying to find goblins. Out of the 9 runs I did, I found 1 goblin. I would say this one is one of the worst ways to farm goblins, but I got 27 greater affix items in about 30 minutes, which doesn't seem that bad. Next up, I did nightmare dungeons. I did 30 runs, with each one being around 45 seconds to 3 minutes each. I got 13 goblins total, with most of them being from greed shrines. I do like that when you are in nightmare dungeons with greed shrines, it usually spawns with an event with it, so that way you have more mobs to kill, so more goblins will spawn. Some packs I saw were double packs in nightmare dungeons. Overall, this wasn't that great either. I did get a lot of obducite though. Next up is headhunts. Some tips here are most of them have 1 to 2 shrines in each headhunt. You should always look for greed shrines while you're roaming around. You can mount around looking for goblins or play a sorcerer and teleport around super fast. Something else I wanted to mention is I think cooldown reduction actually reduces spur. So on my sorcerers, for example, I'm going to show you over here that I could just mash spacebar and I won't run out, so I could just do it forever pretty much. And I find this pretty useful for finding goblins. I'm not sure what's faster with mobility. I think teleporting around is faster than being on a mount if you can control it and have the gear for it. I don't have the optimal gear for it, but I still think it's the best way to get around. I think sorcerer is number 1. Another quick tip is if you have alts and you find a greed shrine in Helltides or headhunts, you can switch to an alt and it'll be in the same exact spot. I have 4 alts, and when one of the headhunts finished, it respawned all the shrines again, giving me 8 total greed shrines. In headhunt zones, I got 22 goblins in 45 minutes. You can roam around the map in circles looking for greed shrines at the same time. Lastly, we have Helltides, which I think is one of the best ways to farm goblins aside from shrine alt switching or grouping with greed shrines. I got 34 goblins in about 45 minutes casually teleporting around. That's a quick recap of day 1 of the Goblin event. Hopefully some of these tips will help you out in farming some goblins. If you do have a better way of farming goblins, please let me and others know in the comments. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.